Hi everyone, welcome back to Time Traveling Treasures. Today I would like to take you on a thrift trip with me. The first place we will be going to is a thrift store that benefits the homeless community in our town. So they're a really good organization. They are a smaller store, so I don't go in there on my weekly circle, but I do check in at least once a month and see if they have anything. There's a hodgepodge of newer items and older items, and we'll see. So let's get started and get to our first place. So the prices here are good and bad. Some are priced higher, some are priced reasonably, but everything here was 30 and 50% off. As I go through, you'll see signs here and there that says everything in this area 50% off. So that was very helpful. This is, well, in its prime, it would have been absolutely stunning. It's McCoy, which I love McCoy pieces. This is not what it normally looks like. It has quite a bit of fading, so I'll post a picture to show you. So that's what it should look like. If you see a little something poking out of the corner, that's a sneak peek as to what's going to be in the haul video. Just a sneak peek. $25 I thought was high for that little set. Even with 50% off. I really like these bluebird napkin rings. $5 and then 50% off. That was pretty good. And I'm guessing these are, I don't know, shrimps? I don't know. There's a selfie stick. I actually probably could use that when I'm filming. Okay, so as you can see, there's a lot of stuff of different age, variety, some antiques mixed in with selfie sticks, just all kinds of things. So it's always fun to just go in there. And they also have a back room that I guess is used for their sorting or organizing, and they'll just let customers go back there and kind of dig around. So that's really good for those people that like to just dig and pick through stuff. So that's always a fun place to go to. So the second place that we're going to is my favorite place to be. It is a place called the Yard Sale. So it's not, I didn't go to a yard sale. I went to the Yard Sale, which is a mom and pop store that is local in town. And I think they mostly get their merchandise from doing estate buyouts. I think they do have some donations that come into the store, but mostly it's the estate buyouts. They have so much stuff. And as you will see, there's rows and rows of things to go through. I usually have to do 2 or 3 passes. So here we go. Let's go to the yard sale. So in the front, they mostly have toys and furniture. So I just wanted to give you an idea of all of the toys that they have. I wish I knew more about Hot Wheels and collectible cars. It's not my area, but they're still fun to look at. There seem to be a lot of ducks. They have an entire section that has tools, electric cords, anything that the handyman needs, they've got it. And some of them are really vintage and old, and it is actually neat to go in and look at this section, although I don't spend a lot of time in it. It's a good place for the fellas to go when the ladies are shopping. I thought those were neat. They look really old. So they have 2 whole rows of books. And I don't really do a lot with books, but I do look in there from time to time because sometimes they'll have like antique books or guides for antiques and collectibles. I've never seen so many of these in one place. Can you imagine if this was your only source of light? What that must have been like. Not just flipping a switch and assuming that light was going to come on. They even have little ones. So if anyone's a collector, let me know. Now we're going to make our way into the back room, which is where I spend most of my time, because it is huge and there's so many lovelies that I have probably at one point in time spent hours just going through everything. Look at how far back it goes. That whole back wall is nothing but beautiful little things, and they have furniture and pictures. I liked this set. It's Nartaki, and it actually sells pretty well. It has a chip on it right there. For some reason, I am a sucker for Italian pottery. If I see Italian pottery, I always just gravitate towards it. Some of it does better than others. I liked this set. This whole set was $15. And in a set like this, I would probably buy the other pieces to go along with it if there's a lot of serving pieces. Because you can make your money back on the serving pieces, and then the plates are just extra. I thought these were cute. In the winter, drinking some apple cider. That case right there had uranium glass in it. I'll take you back some time and let you look into it. This was a neat piece. Someone had just hand painted it, like in a ceramics class. Am I the only one that's a sucker for etched glass? I don't know what it is. It's so sparkly and shiny. And I know that clear glass is not in fashion anymore, and it has seen its days, but it's so sparkly and pretty in the way the light catches it. I say it's going to make a comeback. I hope so anyways. I always check over the mugs just because sometimes you'll find them. If you see the ones with special cartoon characters or Disney, they do really well. I love this thing. I think that one of the stoppers is missing on it. I would pick that up. I look at it every single time I'm in there. But I don't know, I just want to research a little more. You gotta get way deep in the back, because sometimes the really good things are hiding in the back. You gotta bring them out from hiding. I think she's beautiful. She's been around for a while. She's seen a lot in her days. So salt and pepper shakers, I always just take a quick look at. So these have the plastic stoppers and these have the cork stoppers. So the cork stoppers usually show that they're older. Doesn't mean the ones with the plastic aren't valuable. It's just the really old antique vintage ones have the cork plugs. Look at how sparkles. Do you see? I can't get my hands off of it. The sparkles get me every time. So you got a part. There it is. So this was something that in all of my time of thrifting and antiquing, I've never seen carnival glass in the box before. I know some of you guys are going to gasp, but I haven't, and I was really excited to see this in its original box. I always have to look inside boxes. I just never know. So they also have a second story, and it's not open to the public, but they have a second story that's all of their overflow from when they do the estate cleanouts, and from what I've heard, it's packed full of stuff. I think that is beautiful. It's so pretty. I look at it every time I'm in there. But I can't buy everything. Yeah. I can spot Fitz and Floyd from across the room. And I thought this was really pretty. There's a Fitz and Floyd. But it does have a little chip on it right there. So what do you think? Do you guys see anything that I should grab? Because if I didn't get it, and if you don't see it in the thrift haul video, I can always go back. And fingers crossed it'll be there. So let me know what you think. This was cute, a Hansel and Gretel. It should have a brown lid on it. That one didn't have the lid. thought that was interesting. And I know when I've reached the Christmas, I'm at the end of the aisle. I think she needs some wrinkle cream. Lots of Santas. So that is the end of the road. Now we move on to lamps, which I'll take just a quick little look at. I usually don't do a lot with lamps as far as resale, unless they're just something absolutely outstanding, because the shipping is so rough with the larger items. We'll finish up with the furniture. So I will definitely bring you guys back here and let you look around. Do you see now why I love it so much? All of that stuff, it is great. And the people there are wonderful. It's a wonderful family-owned business. And I like going in there and talking with them and seeing how they're doing. So it's nice to kind of make friends and meet people that are kind of doing the same thing you do and have the same passion you do for antiques and vintage things. So the last place we stopped was a very, very quick place. If you have watched my videos, you may have heard me talk about the Village Thrift, and it at one time was one of my favorite places to go. I still like it. I still go in there. I don't go in there as often, but I decided to just hop in and see what they had. Now, the last time I went there, and if you've seen my videos, you've heard me talk about how they write on the back of the picture frames. So I went in the last time and I was getting some pictures and picture frames because they usually have buy one, get two free. And oftentimes they have kind of some vintage antique frames and things. But they always write with the wax pencil on the back, and I can't get it off. I've tried magic erasers, sandpaper. Sandpaper comes closest, but I hate taking sandpaper to it because it takes off the finish. You know, if it's an unfinished back wood piece, then I can kind of do like a very light sanding on it. But you can still sometimes see the residue of the numbers where they had marked on the back of it. So when I was in there, I was buying a frame and a picture, and on the picture, it actually, they had written on the paper part the amount. And when I got to the register, I feel sorry for the poor guy. I think he was new. But I said, you know, see, this is a problem because it takes away the value of the item, and some of these pieces are very valuable, and it's just diminishing the value of these things. And he said, hold on, let me get someone from the back. I'm like, uh-oh, I didn't mean to escalate anything. I just wanted to make them aware. So this lady came up front, and the three of us had a nice talk, and she said, well, if you take an eraser, you can just erase it and it'll come off. And that is the one thing I hadn't tried. So I made it a point to try. I just expressed to her, I said, you know, if you can write it on the glass part of the frame, it just wipes right off. It's really easy. And then that way, if you're hanging things up on the wall, which they do, they display things, the price is right there. So I am fair. I went home, got the eraser, tried to erase it off. It didn't happen. I went in, and here's what I found. crate, they actually did it. They actually put the numbers on the glass. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. It just goes to show that it's okay to give someone information that they might not have. And I think that them knowing that is helpful. You just gotta do it in a nice way. Just be polite. Just when you go in there, understand that they don't necessarily understand the antiques and the vintage and the value of things. So the fact that they actually took that into consideration and made that change made me super, super happy. And I am glad I was able to share it with you. So that's going to do it for this video. Please stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to do a thrift haul of everything that I got from this trip. So you get to see what things I picked up, what things I didn't pick up. I can kind of explain why I picked up some things, the history behind them, and let's see what we found. See you next time.